After 2 years of a long-distance relationship, John and I are finally getting married.
Emily, how much dowry would you like?
Oh, John, whatever you think is fair. It's a gesture of goodwill, after all.
John is the only child in his family, so eventually, all their money would stay within the family. As long as we live a good life together, the amount doesn't really matter.
My family is offering $5,000. Do you want any jewelry?
A ring would be nice. It's the symbol that matters more than the dowry.
But things didn't go as I had imagined. Not long after we discussed this, I went to John's house for a meal. His mother's attitude had changed drastically. She had a cold expression, didn't cook for me, and even made me eat their leftovers.
Emily, $5,000 is quite a lot. You should consider our family's situation before making such high demands.
From her words, it seemed like she and John hadn't agreed on this.
Mom, we've already discussed this. Please don't bring it up again.
I haven't finished. Emily, it's great that you two are getting married, and it's fine to ask for a dowry, but our family has some conditions too.
What conditions?
For the sake of having a proper descendant for our family, you both need to undergo a premarital checkup.
I understood her meaning. If the checkup results were normal, they would give me the full dowry. But what did she mean by a proper descendant? Did she think I could end up having someone else's child?
Who could tolerate such an insult?
But when I saw the hopeful look in John's eyes, my anger dissipated. We had been in a long-distance relationship for 2 years, rarely seeing each other, and John had never complained. He treated me so well. For his sake, I couldn't get angry with his mother.
Auntie, John and I had already planned to do a premarital checkup. It's just that he hasn't had the time.
Really? If he doesn't have time, I can go with you first.
No way. I hadn't interacted much with Mrs. Smith, and every time we met, John was present. Going alone with her for a checkup was out of the question.
What? Are you hiding some health issue from me? Emily, let's be clear. If the checkup reveals any problems, no matter how much my son likes you, I won't let you into our family.
John was my first boyfriend. Was she implying that I had been promiscuous and could have some health issues? I couldn't tolerate it any longer. If John hadn't held my hand tightly, I would have walked out right then.
Fine, Mrs. Smith. I'll agree to have you accompany me for the checkup, while John will go for his own checkup later when he has time.
Later, when John drove Emily home, her pent-up grievances turned into tears. By the time they arrived, she was a mess.
What happened? Emily, John, explain this.
It's about the premarital checkup.
It's not just that. His mother gave a dowry of $50,000, and now she wants to humiliate me after taking the money.
John, nowadays dowries are $100,000 or $200,000. Your family gave $50,000 and still wants to humiliate my daughter? This marriage is off.
Mrs. Thompson, please, I promise I'll treat Emily well.
Mom, after we get married, I'll be living with John, not his mom. She's old and likes to talk. As long as John treats me well, that's all that matters.
Emily's mom eventually calmed down, but then John's phone rang. Seeing it was Mrs. Smith, Emily urged him to answer.
Answer it.
The phone's soundproofing wasn't great, and they could hear Mrs. Smith clearly.
Son, listen to me. If Emily's checkup reveals any issues tomorrow, don't say anything. I'll make sure to reduce the dowry. We won't let our family suffer any losses.
The room fell silent.
Emily, don't listen to my mom. That's just how she is.
Daughter, don't worry. I'll go with you tomorrow. Let's see if she dares to bully you.
That night, after John went home, he called Emily again, begging her to convince her mom not to come along.
Sweetheart, we're about to get married. I'll always treat you well. After we're married, you can give me a big, healthy baby. Oh, and since you never agreed to be intimate before marriage, my mom will be very pleased when she finds out. She'll know you're a good girl.
John's words reassured Emily, and she agreed to go alone, understanding her mom's temper would lead to a confrontation.
Just tell your mom that some of the checkups are private and she can't be there.
The next day, Emily waited for Mrs. Smith at the hospital entrance for half an hour before she finally arrived.
Emily, let me tell you, $50,000 for a dowry isn't little. When I got married, the dowry was only $500. If your mom complains about the dowry again, don't blame me for getting angry.
Emily turned coldly and headed towards the registration desk.
Don't walk so fast. My son came home with a fever last night. Whenever he's stressed, he gets a fever. You haven't even married him yet, and you're already causing him trouble.
In a public place, Emily couldn't directly confront Mrs. Smith. Throughout the registration and checkup process, she kept muttering, and Emily ignored her completely.
Ma'am, please wait on the bench outside. It won't take long.
I insist on coming in.
It was incredibly awkward. Even as an adult, Emily was uncomfortable with her own mom seeing her like this, let alone Mrs. Smith. At the clinic, Emily expressed her wish for Mrs. Smith not to accompany her into the examination room.
Mrs. Smith, I prefer to go in alone.
Emily, we agreed at home that I would go with you. What are you hiding? No, if you don't let me in today.
The waiting area was crowded, and Mrs. Smith's loud outburst drew everyone's attention.
I wished I could disappear into the ground.
In the end, Emily couldn't argue with her.
Ma'am, please step outside.
We paid a dowry of $50,000 for her to marry into our family. Why can't I oversee the examination?
Emily was mortified by Mrs. Smith's words.
I'm not doing this.
Emily, think carefully. I'll call my son right now and tell him you don't want to marry into our family.
Emily stopped, not wanting to cause trouble for John. Under Mrs. Smith's supervision, Emily completed the humiliating examination.
The results are fine. Emily is in good health.
Mrs. Smith's face broke into a deeper smile. After dropping Mrs. Smith off at home, Emily went shopping, thinking about the wedding.
Emily, my mom said she's prepared a few dishes. How about coming over for dinner tonight?
Although Emily didn't want to see Mrs. Smith, she agreed for John's sake. An hour later, Emily drove to pick up John. Entering the house, Emily's heart sank at the sight of a large bowl of cabbage stew with noodles and 3 types of pickles.
Mom, didn't you say you were going to give Emily some money today? What's this?
All the money is gone. There's none left for food.
Emily felt a deep sense of grievance.
I wasn't desperate to get married. If it weren't for John's kindness, I wouldn't tolerate this old woman's attitude.
John persuaded her to stay. Later, John's father came home. It was clear Mrs. Smith ran the household. As they finished their meal, Mrs. Smith took out 50,000 yuan and slapped it on the table.
I planned to give this to you after all the checkup results, but our ungrateful son insisted on giving it to you early. Here, 50,000.
Auntie, my mom said that whatever amount you give, our family will match it. If you give 200,000, we can match 200,000. Nowadays, no one wants their child to suffer after marriage.
Mr. Smith lowered his head and drank his wine silently. John tried to smooth things over.
Emily, Mom didn't mean it that way. Our family's financial situation is average. Besides, you said that in the future, our money will be ours.
What? I'm not even dead yet, and you're already eyeing my money? No way.
Emily was furious. John's quick action stopped her from retorting.
Let's just get through this, Emily.
Emily decided to remain silent for the sake of her future with John. After the meal, she pulled John to leave.
Emily, after today's checkup, I know you and John haven't, done anything yet.
Emily was furious at the invasion of her privacy.
Emily, we've given the bride price, so why don't you two just get it over with tonight? Otherwise, my son is at a disadvantage.
No! Premarital intimacy isn't a big deal today, but your attitude is unacceptable.
Mrs. Smith's suggestion was too much. John pulled Emily aside.
Emily, giving the bride price before registration shows our sincerity. Mom just doesn't know how to express herself. Please, don't mind her.
Let's go to the new house then.
Mom believes it's bad luck to live in the new house before the wedding.
After much persuasion from John, Emily stayed at his house that night. The next day, they registered their marriage. After that, Emily avoided John's house, meeting him at her own place or a hotel. John's premarital checkup was delayed due to his busy schedule. Emily didn't pick up her checkup results out of laziness. Mrs. Smith offered to get them, and trouble started.
Emily has this kind of infection. Our family can't accept her.
Mom, don't say that.
Shut up! I know what I'm saying! I'm not talking to your daughter today. I'm talking to you as her parents. What are you going to do about this?
I didn't even understand what HPV was at the time.
Mrs. Smith's outburst left Emily and her family speechless. Emily could feel the tension in the room as her future mother-in-law, Mrs. Smith, glared at her with a cold expression.
What? Are you hiding some health issue from me? Emily, let's be clear. If the checkup reveals any problems, no matter how much my son likes you, I won't let you into our family.
Emily's heart sank. She couldn't believe the harshness of the words. John, her first boyfriend, held her hand tightly, preventing her from walking out.
If it will ease your mind, I'll go for the checkup. John's schedule is busy, but I'll go with you.
Mrs. Smith's eyes softened slightly, but her tone remained firm.
Fine. We'll go together.
Emily discovered she was expecting.
John is sick, and my parents suggested I leave him. But I can't abandon him now.
Amid her parents' concern, Emily found out she was pregnant.
No, you can't keep this child.
Daughter, listen to your mother. You need to terminate the pregnancy before the Smith family finds out. You absolutely can't have this baby.
Emily was conflicted. The baby was John's only legacy, but Mrs. Smith's attitude made her feel cold. Mrs. Smith found out about the pregnancy and visited Emily's home with her husband, bringing gifts and smiles.
Emily, I heard you're pregnant. This child must be kept no matter what.
Emily felt her morning sickness worsening.
In-laws, I've always thought Emily should be my daughter-in-law. Please forgive my past behavior. I was emotionally unstable.
I haven't decided whether to keep this child or not.
Mrs. Smith, instead of lashing out, started crying and admitted her mistakes.
Emily, I'm sorry. This money is for you. Just focus on having the baby. Don't worry, you can still marry someone else in the future. We'll raise the child.
Emily felt a deep sadness welling up inside her.
In-laws, it's too late for you to be nice to my daughter now. My daughter will not have this baby.
Emily's mom, it was all my fault in the past. I'll even kneel to apologize. But have you thought about it? Marriage is fate, and having a child is even more precious. Although Emily and my son are legally married, they haven't had the wedding. If she secretly has the baby in the future, John.
Mrs. Smith choked up before continuing.
We, the grandparents, will raise the child. Emily can still remarry and have more children.
Emily softened, thinking of her husband lying in the hospital and the baby not meeting its father.
Enough, take your dirty money and leave.
Mrs. Smith and Mr. Smith knelt down in front of Emily's parents.
In-laws, we beg you.
Emily agreed to Mrs. Smith's request and decided to have the baby. Emily's heart pounded as her future mother-in-law's harsh words echoed in her ears.
What? Are you hiding some health issue from me? Emily, let's be clear. If the checkup reveals any problems, no matter how much my son likes you, I won't let you into our family.
Emily felt the sting of the accusation, wondering if Mrs. Smith was implying she had been promiscuous.
That's not fair.
John held her hand tightly, preventing her from storming out.
Fine, I'll go for the checkup.
Mrs. Smith accompanied Emily for the checkup, while John promised to go for his own later. Emily sat across from her future mother-in-law, Mrs. Smith, whose words cut like a knife.
What? Are you hiding some health issue from me? Emily, let's be clear. If the checkup reveals any problems, no matter how much my son likes you, I won't let you into our family.
Emily's thoughts raced. Was she implying that Emily had been promiscuous and could have some health issues? Emily couldn't tolerate it any longer.
If John hadn't held my hand tightly, I would have walked out right then.
So, Emily agreed to have Mrs. Smith accompany her for the checkup, while John would go for his own checkup later when he had time. Emily's future mother-in-law, Mrs. Smith, was scrutinizing her with a sharp gaze.
What? Are you hiding some health issue from me?
No, ma'am. I'm perfectly healthy.
Let's be clear. If the checkup reveals any problems, no matter how much my son likes you, I won't let you into our family.
Emily felt a wave of indignation. John, her first boyfriend, held her hand tightly, sensing her urge to leave.
Fine, I'll go for the checkup with you, Mrs. Smith.
Don't worry, Emily. I'll go for my checkup later.